What's up, everyone? How we doing tonight? A glorious Monday. We got Pat in the chat. How we doing tonight, Pat? Got a little Monday Night Raw starting. Don't know if we got any other sporting events going on. Just getting home. Wish I was just getting home from the work. It's been a long week and it's Monday. Been a long week already and it's just Monday. We've got a few breaks up, just a couple. What up, Wesley? You're late, dude. You're late, buddy. 9:15 this morning. That was comical. Sounds about right. You sound like you work at the same place I do. Except normally it's way before that. Which right now we do have some issues with the tornadoes that hit. So Manchester Burger King. No, I'm good, dude. Don't think I need anything from the Manchester Burger King. But did get a issue with the sound worked out. So Kofax will be happy with that. I think I've got it actually recording in stereo now instead of mono. So we'll see how far that gets. Flip over here to the website. Hey, we got hit pretty hard. We were, I think they officially called it a F4 today. We had 20 or so people that lost their lives. Two whole community subdivisions that were just totally demolished. I think the last report was it was about 55 miles that the the tornado was on the ground. There's some really wild aerial photos of just, you can see the path that it took through. We're in the Daniel Boone National Forest, so you can actually just see the path of trees that were demolished coming through the forest, and it's impressive what the weather can do in the world. But we're a strong community. We're rebuilding. I did post a couple links out on our Instagram of a couple relief funds that I know, and they will go. The money will go straight to the families here in town, and so we will rebuild. We had local legend Reed Shepard came back and helped out in the community. Coach Pope from UK was here for a couple days helping out. So the Weather Channel and some of the national news have been here the last few days, so it's kind of weird to see all the focus. But yeah, just keep praying for the community, and we'll get through it and come back stronger. We've got a couple severe storm warnings again for tomorrow and tomorrow night, so hoping they don't get to the same level of what happened Friday night. Not sure we could handle much more excitement if they do. So, but that's kind of the situation here. So, but we've got some stuff planned for tonight. I've got a little mail day, one really huge mail day that I'm kind of pumped and excited for. A little disappointed as well in it, but we'll check it out as a chat together and kind of go over the notes that the grader left on one of my cards. I I don't remember seeing a small scratch on the surface on the back, but I didn't look super hard. I just got it in the mail. Um, Again, we do have a couple breaks up. Hopefully, we can at least get one sold out and start ripping some packs open. Love to do both. I've got a third straight up DGen break that I can throw up that would love to go through. It's just 3 boxes of Topps Chrome WWE breakers. Just 10 spots, left side serial. Would love to get that going. Be a fun break. We'll recover from the disaster that was last week's breaks. We didn't have much success in the cards, but it happens sometimes. So you just keep going and keep trying and hit something eventually. So what we got on? Oh, we're starting Raw with Logan Paul. I'm glad I'm not watching that right now. Then nobody wants to see that guy. He's got a little talent, but not a big fan. So let's see here. What else we got? What's speaking of what's Koufax got going tomorrow night? Let's check out Koufax. I know he's got some breaks going tomorrow night. Some bangers. Looks like his Marvel Universe is already sold out, with the fillers as well. So he's doing baseball for the first time in a long time. So I know he's pumped for that one to get back into the baseball. He's got a football up. Looks like there's a Star Wars universe down here. Amy opened some of this last night. Cards are amazing. They had a really nice bounty hunter collective card. I mean, it was really nice. Looks like he's just got some fillers left in it, about 9 or so. I got some cactus. I may end up in this one before it's over with. Trying to stay out of the breaks as much as I've been buying. Kind of went a little crazy there for a hot minute, and I've got a lot of cards out that I need to collect on and need to get sold and kind of recoup a little bit of the money. So, but that happens sometimes when you go crazy in the breaks. But we've got 2 really good breaks up. Hopefully we can roll through those or at least get one of them going. If not, we'll for the spots that have been purchased, we'll go ahead and roll that next week for sure. But again, I'd really like to roll it tonight. I'm not a fan of holding everybody's money for an extra week. So, but we'll do what we can and get to breaking cards and ripping some packs here. So, like I said, I've got a couple little mail day things back here. Let me switch to the old break scene here. Got a good old package from Koufax. I actually think I won this may be the one that I hit a Sami Zayn mini helmet in, and Tom Z's already collected that from me. So appreciate that, Tom Z. Hope you enjoy it, buddy. And got this FedEx pack here from PSA. So pretty pumped to open this and see this card in my hands. Again, it was a little bit of a disappointing grade, but it's still a beautiful card. So it'll be for sale too. As my dad would say, never price anything if you don't want to sell it. So he liked to sell stuff. So he's a trader by nature. So I kind of get that from him. So I like to trade around and get different things. So Let's see what we got up here. Looks like we got 13 left in the WWE, and got 20 fulls in the Topps Chrome battle. I see my phone lighting up, so we're getting a few orders rolling in, getting a few spots sold. Grab 3 fillers. Appreciate it, Pat. We'll throw you up here. Throw you up here. Put you on the list. Three fillers. I'll shorten your name if that's all right. Make it a little easier to type. But got you in. Appreciate that. Like I said, if we don't roll it this week, we'll roll it next week for sure. I'll eat a spot or two if I need to get it going. I appreciate it, Pat. Like I said, I always hate to roll one over, but if I have to, I have to. So. If I have to, I have to. But hopefully we won't have to. Hopefully we get a few more spots in and get everybody going. Let's see. Where is... trying to find where the... It's looking for a setting here on my system. Give me just a second here. See if I can find it. I know what I'm looking for, I just don't know where it's at. Let's see, let me throw it out on the socials that we're live. And do like Lively and just post a picture of the screen here. I always like how he does that. Yeah, there we go. Well, looks like old Jay's laid out Logan Paul. It's going to be a match soon, I'm assuming. Tiki, what's going on, man? How we doing tonight? Appreciate you picking up a couple fillers there, Tiki. I was just telling everybody that we'll try to run these tonight, and if not, as bad as I hate to, we'll roll them over to next week. But I'd really like to run them tonight. Try to make up for last week and the crap cards that the cards gods give us in the 2 boxes or in the 2 breaks that we had last week. Stuck at work. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. I actually, right before I went live, I was finishing up some security training for work that I'd actually done once, and for some reason it didn't save the quizzes at the end of the training, so I had to go back and redo them, and it's just aggravating. There's more trainings than actual work at this point. Trying to trying to get things through. Well, you can't. It's funny. I'm in the IT department at my work, and we've had some issues with YouTube lately. And part of the department can get to YouTube, part of the department can't get to YouTube. But so I'm one of the ones that can't get to it. So it's I would be complaining if I was at work right now, getting paid and couldn't have some kind of background noise going during the whole thing. So I kind of it helps the time pass if you've got something going in the background to kind of help you out. Kind of helps to have some background noise. It's never fun to just sit at work and not have something to kind of entertain you. Lord knows I've been to many days sitting at work wishing I had something. Run a Publix, that's pretty cool. It's a funny story. My parents actually got married in the above the produce section of a grocery store. There was the justice of the peace actually worked at the grocery store, and um, they got married in the manager's office above the produce section. So pretty sure you've probably never married anybody while you're at work, but that's funny story that my mom always likes to tell me. So funny story my mom always likes to tell. It's actually the same justice of the peace that married my grandmother and her last husband. I think my grandmother was married like half a dozen or so times, but um, the same justice of the peace married both of them. So, oh, I guarantee you can tell some doozies. Guarantee you can tell me some doozies. I was the worker at a Save a Lot here in. Well, I'm from actually from a smaller town than the one I'm in now. Um, it's about 35 minutes down the road or something, but I worked at this local Save a Lot, and I could. There was some really good stories I can tell you from Sundays after everybody ran out of groceries for the week and rolled into Save a Lot. But some interesting folks out there, that's for sure. Interesting folks. My favorite part is the random people that just come in and they don't really buy anything, but they walk the entire store and then ask you a million questions and just kind of roll out like, hey, there's nothing here. And you know what they're looking for, and you know you have it, and they just kind of walk in and walk back out. It's like, did you know what you came in here for? And you asked me what you came in here for. So got a little Sonic Cherry Coke is one of the things that keeps me going sometimes during the day. Keeps me going some days. Let's see. Do 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 do. See if I can get a little background music rolling here to kind of little mood music. Oh, I did find. Speaking of that, I found the song that Kofax plays all the time. Hang on. It's a it's a straight up banger. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Where did I find that? I think I found it on Amazon. Ah, there it is. Actually, you Shazam to find it the other day on his stream because it is a straight up banger to be unlicensed. I'm real surprised that it's unlicensed. I think he's going to be the one to copyright it that way when he plays it in his streams. He can be the one to get the royalties off of it. Favorite football team? Mm. I don't know at the moment. I really like Jaden Daniels and kind of that whole offense around him. But I was a Patriots guy. I was a Brady guy. As bad as he kind of cheated on occasion, but I mean, he just got caught. That's the problem. Everybody kind of cheats. They just got caught. But I think if you pin me down, I think I may go with the Commanders right now, just because of Jaden Daniels. I think he's going to be a really solid player. Um, I was a big Marino fan back in the day too, um, but the Dolphins, I can't do the hey, we're not great, we're just terrible, but we have really good players, we're just terrible. Um, I think if you have that much talent, you ought to be able to put some kind of season together. But Tua, God love his heart, can't stay healthy. Um, so maybe that's what it is. Um, but I'd probably go the commies right now. I don't know. I don't know if there's another team that I can say that I'd be like, yeah, I really like that team. The Bengals, I like the Bengals. Again, they're kind of you can't have that much talent and win as few games as you did last season. Um, really, the GM for Miami, that's pretty awesome. Ravens fan, the Ravens are legit. I mean, anytime you have Lamar and Derrick Henry, and then if Zay Flowers hadn't got hurt, I really think that if they had that main wide receiver out there that you know took some heat, and I really like the Ravens. The Bills are a solid team. I like Josh Allen. He's a beast. Koufax would like that one. I mean, Allen's just a beast. He just takes that whole entire team and puts it on his back and goes. So sorry, I'm just jamming out a little bit to this song. But yeah, I'm really really pumped for this season. I'm really really pumped for this season to see some of the changes and see some of these new players roll in. Um, yeah, I think he was. I mean, how do you take either one of those two players though and say, hey, this guy's MVP and this guy's not? I mean, either one of those I think were solid choices for MVP. I mean, I don't know, because you take either one of those players away from that team, and to me, MVP is the most valuable player for your team, and you take either one of them two guys away, and those teams are both trash. So I mean, it had to be one of those two players. There's not another player that you can just be like, hey, even with the stats and I mean, they both kind of carried that team. Now, I will say the Ravens and Lamar's got a little bit more help, but either one of those guys go down, and it's donezo for both of them. They're not doing anything. I mean, I don't even know. I know. I guess is Leary the backup to Lamar? I mean, I don't even know who the backup to Allen is at this point in Buffalo. I mean, I can name a lot of backup quarterbacks on a lot of teams, but I don't even know who the backup is in Buffalo at this point. So, yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You put Lamar on the run, he's just so elusive too, and he can make people miss. And I mean, it blows my mind. Josh Johnson or someone. Let's just see. Let's just see who we got. Bills depth chart. Ravens depth chart. Mitch Trubisky. And Cooper Rush. I guess I forgot they did pick up Cooper Rush from Dallas. So I guess he would move in front of Leary. So if I know Cooper Rush just because Dak stays injured all the time. Yep, no Mitchell Trubisky. I'm not going to lie. I actually thought he was one of the 47 quarterbacks that the Steelers are going to have to try to decide between if Rodgers doesn't actually come back. Which I'll be interested to see if Joe Milton can kind of put some pressure on Dak. Speaking of the Cowboys and that headache down there in Dallas, it will be interesting. I like Joe Milton as well. I really do. I think he could be a solid. I mean, I feel like he could be a Geno Smith type quarterback that can lead a team to at least the playoffs, and maybe give them a good run if you put some good players around him. But yeah, I like Joe Milton a lot. It's just there's so many. I mean, the talent once you get to the NFL is just so crazy stupid. It's just player on top of player that's just straight up banger. You put them on any college team and they're the best player on that team. Doesn't matter who they are, what team it is. Yeah, I'm curious to see how JJ does too as well. It's funny to watch. I, I guess it was last year. Was that the first year that the whatever the XFL and the whatever the other football league the that starts in the spring? I I was curious to see how much of a drop off in performance would be from the end of the NFL season going into that, and it's like it's not even close. It's like it's not even college level just because the speed of the college is not there, and you've put NFL speed on top of that. It's like third tier. It's such a drop off. And most of those guys were like solid college players, and a few even played in the NFL. But it's just there's no comparison at all of what any of those guys do. And I mean, I'm nowhere near an athlete at all. I mean, I'm a golfer. They're not athletes for the most part, except for pros. They walk 17,000 miles a day. But I mean, it just blows my mind how much the talent drop off is between what those guys are and the NFL and even college. But it just shows how. I mean, those are straight up men in the NFL. I mean, and so I get why the college has the 2 year rule or 3 year, whatever it is, before you can come out in football. It's like, you put a 20-year-old kid up against these 40-year-old men in the NFL. I mean, they're going to get killed. And so, I mean, I get why they stay. And I mean, the NBA is kind of that way as well. There's very few players that can come 1 year out of college and they're ready for the NBA. I mean, again, it's 40-year-old men in there banging around that spent their entire life is being in the gym and practicing. And so I really think that college basketball needs to go the route of the NFL and say, hey, you need to stay in college for a couple 3 years just to grow your body. I mean, you see so many torn muscles and ACLs and Achilles, and I mean all of that. You see it so early now just because these kids are trying to grow their bodies so much. Vic Dog, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, 2 years for basketball. I really think it needs to be at least 2 years for basketball. Now, you're going to have the players. I mean, I don't think we're going to see another Garnett or Kobe or LeBron or, somebody like that that's just going to go straight from high school into the NBA. But 1 year is rough for a lot of these college kids. I mean, hell, we've got Kentucky Wildcats here. We were known for the one and dones for a long time, and I mean, just now a lot of those players are like, I mean, that's the top of the NBA and a lot of those players now. But I mean, shit, they've been there 4 or 5 years now, so. Yeah, joining some good old sports talk here, Vic Dog. We've went from NBA to now we're complaining that the college basketball needs to be 2 years. Who have I got in Minnesota and OKC? That's a really tough one. I think it's going 7. I mean, I don't think anybody's pulling a 5 game or sure, or nobody's sweeping, but I think it's not a 5 or 6. I think it's a 7 game series for sure. Um, and I think that will be your champion. I mean, one of those two teams, whoever comes out of it. I like OKC. SGA is just hard. I mean, he's a stud. I mean, so I guess I'm gonna go with OKC. Um, but I like the Minnesota team, them T Wolves. I mean, they're a good team. So that'll be a tough series. Tough series. I hope JML's Knicks can pull it out. On the east side, that'll be tough sledding too. Brunson, I mean, he has showed up. Hey, there's Wes walking in.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I love some Brunson. I mean, he's played his heart out for 2 straight series. Um, so the East will be a fun time too. Love to face JML's Knicks in the finals. I mean, I'm sure JML would love for you to face his Knicks in the finals as well. Sure, he would love that. I mean, I think that Knicks Pacers is going to be there's it's going to be it'll be a banger series too. I mean, I don't think either one of those teams is going to go easy. So don't think either of those teams are going to go quietly. What do you know over Wes?
Wee ball tonight was in full swing.
Wee ball, huh?
Yes.
Yep. Enjoyed the wee ball, did you?
The wee ball commissioner.
Wee ball commissioner. Wow. How'd you get roped into wee ball commissioner?
It's one of those things my nephew plays.
Okay. Got the wee ball commissioner over here supporting his nephew, trying to get some good calls for his nephew. I'm sure he's super biased and calls it straight down the line if something were to come up. But
Yes.
JB and Halliburton faced off in the ring. We hadn't got to that, so I like a good fight though on occasion. Give Joey a pink belly. Shit, Wes. Oh, I like it. I like a good fight. I like them fiery. I'm all about fighting. I did see where Halliburton invited that Pacers fan that had trash thrown all over him. I did see that he invited him to the one of the games. So that was a nice gesture. Which if I'm kind of a giving guy, if I was one of those NBA players, I had 100%. Hell, he's got a ticket to every game, in my opinion. If if I saw something like that, I mean, your fans are your fans. You got to protect your fans. Got to protect your fans. So I like it. Give him tickets to all the games. Hell, give him season tickets next year too. There's all kinds of seats in that arena. Corporate sponsorships buying all kinds of seats. I'm sure they've got free ones they can give away. I did actually go to my first NBA game this year, so that was pretty cool. And it was corporate seats that were given to me, so it was about 4 rows off the court, so that was pretty awesome. We had the little signs in the seats that said, "If you heckle the players, we will throw you out." So that was interesting. Luckily, I'd had enough to drink that I wasn't going to say much. I get sleepy when I get so far into it. So. Let's see. Where's my move that over here so we can see what we got. Looks like we've got. Hang on. Let me throw this up here. Looks like we got 13 WWE and 20 in the football. Like I said, I'd love to run these tonight. Give us a little bit of time here. Like I said, I've got a couple little packages to open. One of them, Wes will be pumped for one of them. Let's do a little mail day from Koufax. I know he likes to see these. He see it as he comes in. I've got a Hulkster autograph, but no, that's not what this is. No, I think this was the break I was in the other night that I hit the Sami Zayn mini helmet maybe, and Tom Z's already taken that one off my hands, so I think Koufax shipped it out to him this week. So I don't see any sympathy packs. Oh wait, never mind, I do. Looks like there's one sympathy pack in here. So two unopened helmet, $160 a piece. Wow, that's cheap. What were they at WrestleMania? Were they 200, 250 maybe? Is that right? I don't remember what they were when they released. For some reason, I'm wanting to think it was like $199 and change or something. I could be wrong. $160 a piece. Have you got them yet, or? Cause I'd be really interested to know who you got. Those things are cool. Sign them myself. Shit. Oh, funny. I'm pretty sure that if Tiki gets those and you're the one that signed them, Big Dog, I don't think he's going to be happy that he spent $160 a piece on them. But he might be. I don't know. Your autograph may be more desirable than I think it is. Oh, let's see. We got some Sami Zayn Sapphire, Shinsuke Sapphire, Shawn Michaels from Select, Stone Cold from Select, Solo from Select, Sid Vicious from Select, Seth freaking Rollins in his giant jacket, another Seth freaking Rollins, a little Sheamus, Shawn Spears, Stone Cold. So yep, I believe that was the old Sami Zayn. Santos. This was the Sami Zayn helmet. Shawn Michaels on the turbocharged, 100 to 149, and a purple Shinsuke. So the Sami Zayn helmet was the best item out of that break for sure. I mean, the purple Shinsuke is nice though. I don't know why. Why are they not doing anything with Shinsuke? Do they just not like him that much?
I think his fiddle player quit.
Did his fiddle player quit?
His fiddle player quit.
They can't do cool entrances because his fiddle player quit?
Yeah.
I know some fiddle players. My sister plays the fiddle, although she would get mad if me saying it the fiddle since she calls it the violin.
Fiddle or the violin?
Yeah, is it fiddle or is it violin? I do personal breaks at Major. Got them yesterday. Big Dog and I do personal breaks. That's pretty cool. There's Becky Hogan rolling out on Monday Night Raw.
Becky Hogan
Yeah. Yeah, word is she's got a clause in her contract like Hogan did that if she don't want to lose, you don't have to. Open one, hold one for SummerSlam. Well, let me know who you hit on the one that you open. I think those things are really cool. It's a really good idea. Seems like I saw one listed on eBay the other day that was from the WrestleMania. Was it 39 that was in Hollywood? Which one was in Hollywood a few years ago? 40 was in Hollywood? I thought 40 was the one at
No, 40 was in Philadelphia.
at Philadelphia.
39 was in Hollywood, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so. Oh, did I just get Wes on a wrestling trivia? That is the first time in the history of the world.
You did.
Slacking over there, buddy.
I know.
Slacking.
I was still thinking about giving
Nikki
Joey
Cross.
a pink belly, so we got
Thinking about-
viewers next week.
Yep. Otis. Pete Dunne. Natalia on the Sapphire. Must have been an NOP and Q. Nikolai Volkov. And another Nikolai Volkov. And a third red Nikolai Volkov. 41 of 99. My Undertaker. That's the best I can do for RGL. That's all you get, buddy. Paul Bear. 46 of 49 on the Paul Bear. And Nia Jax on the red. 52 of 99. I did like that Koufax wants to clip RGL doing the Undertaker. The Paul Bear voice. Because that would be a really nice one to have when you pull a Paul Bear. Got a little scent pack in this one. Just had the Saints. Little Drew Brees, Archie Manning, Chris Olave, Demario Davis, Derek Carr. And a red Derek Carr. That is 85 of 99, looks like. Yep, 85 of 99. Where is SummerSlam this year? Do you know off the top of your head?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay.
Am I right on that?
I don't know. That's why I asked. If I would have known, I wouldn't have asked.
That's true.
Old Paul and Jonah. Caleb Williams on the 1974. Blake Corum rookie. Not a bad little sympathy pack there. Set those on that box right there. As probably gonna drop them all over the floor.
Not good.
Well, they're mine, so it's fine.
It is.
They're mine, so it's fine. Will be the first cards that are mine that I've dropped all over the place. Wouldn't be the first time. We'll save the second package for a little bit. I'm super pumped for it. Just a little disappointed. Super pumped. Because it is really nice. The card that's in that one. Super nice. So is Logan Paul going to be the third man of the old trio here? I feel like he may be for some reason. Probably since I don't like him a whole lot. I mean, he's got talent. I'll give him that. But he just I'm not a fan of the whole gimmick. He's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't like him. I don't like his brother even more. I mean, his brother is. But. And if they're both watching, they're going to come hunt me down and kill me. He is a douche canoe. That is one of my favorite sayings, and thank you for throwing it out there. Douche canoe. I love it. Read my mind. That is awesome. That you rolled out the douche canoe. Because that is very fitting for the Logan Paul. Jake is an even bigger douche canoe. I'll say that. Like I said, they'll both hunt me down and beat my ass on stream one night. But it'll make for a really good stream. So, hey, it'll give me some views. Probably get some likes even. So, hey, bring it on, boys. Show me your worst. I'll take a punch. One. Just one. That's all it's going to take, and I'm done. Knock me straight out. Never say another word about either one of you. Never say another word about either one of them. What are we doing with the money in the bank up here on the... Is this like a qualifying match for the money in the bank?
It's a qualifier.
So you grab the money in the bank briefcase just to qualify?
I think so.
I don't know, Wes. We don't have Joey promoting us on the social medias to tell them we're all here, I guess. It's a busy night. I know where Lively is. Lively's at Ballet. Because that's where Lively is every Monday, seems like, is at Ballet. So, he likes to be at the Ballet. Who we got in this? Becky, Natalia, and Roxanne Perez?
I like Natalia. Natalia's my favorite.
Yeah, Roxanne Perez.
Joey's favorite woman wrestler was Shayna Baszler.
I think that was his favorite UFC star too.
Yeah.
Was Shayna.
I'm trying to call him on Facebook Messenger.
Are you trying to call Joey? He said Shay had to work late, so. Now, what happened to her? What happened to her background music here? Little sound filler. Oh, there's SummerSlam. It's at MetLife.
MetLife is in Cleveland last year. Guys, I am a year behind.
You're a year behind, buddy.
MetLife
That's actually where
awesome, by the way.
that's where we saw WrestleMania was MetLife.
Yes.
It's a big place to watch a wrestling event.
Guys, Joey is responding back to me. We found him. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to make a game like on the randomizer that's let's find Joey.
I don't think I want to participate in that one, buddy. Get your own live streaming. We'll have it on yours. We got boxes of cards over here we need to open.
Yes.
Let's see. Here is the wrestling. Box one. Here is El Football. I really like the Finest. The Finest is still probably my favorite football product that's been released. The Resurgence is growing on me a lot. But I really like the Finest. I like the art in the Finest. Really like the Finest. So I'm really pumped to see what's in those two boxes there. hopefully again they're better than last week's. Kind of felt bad for last week's. For everybody that was in it, I apologize. Well, we only can do what the card boxes have in them, but I felt bad. I mean, there's dustings and then there's just straight dust. It's not even a dusting. It's just lots of dust. So I felt bad for last week. So hopefully these two make up for it. And like I said, the little OT break I've got that is just three straight Chrome Breakers, WWE, 10 spots, left side serial. That should have some good stuff in it. I mean, at least you get a lot of serial numbered cards. Hopefully we hit some color in it. Hit some 1-on-1s, 1-2s, some 10s. That would be nice. I've got all kinds of 1-touches over here that need to be filled. So all kinds of 1-touches need to be filled. I actually saw that, speaking of breaks, went over, here's Koufax's for tomorrow. I'll probably end up in this one, I guess. Again, I'm trying to back off and not buy into so many breaks. It's kind of a vice I've got at the moment. But I did see earlier that Lively has got some WWE back this week. So yeah, got a little buyback and throwing them, giving a Torrie Wilson auto to highest left side. So that's pretty cool. May get in that just to hit the Torrie Wilson. I've got a Torrie Wilson. I think I actually just sold it. Shipped it out maybe yesterday. So, sure RGL will have some banging breaks this week. Him and JML. I don't know how those boys do it. 30 breaks a week. They have to sort for 2 or 3 straight days, I'm sure. Feels like I'm getting a shipping confirmation from one of them almost every day. But again, I'm trying to slack down a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts. So I've got some singles I need to move. Got some singles I need to move. Let's see. Alright, I can't handle it no longer. I have to open this FedEx pack from the PSAs. Can't handle it any longer. It's killing me. I have to see this card in my hand. I know what the grade is on this. I'm hoping the grader's notes are on a sheet in this box. Yeah, it looks like they are, maybe. Let's see. If this is just my receipt or if it's actually got the grader notes on it. No, it looks like it's just my receipt, so. I hit this in one of RGL streams. Um, he sent it to me. The very next day, I sent it to PSA. I'll pull up the grader notes here and just let me go ahead and pull them up before I flip it around here. Of course, it's logged me out, so give me just a second here to get logged back in. Nope, that's the wrong place. All right. So, Rock Cactus Jack, 2 of 10. Gave it a 9. Now yeah, boo.
Boo.
Boo, exactly. So I checked this card, not thoroughly, but I checked it enough, and I've got a jeweler's loop. I checked it to, yeah. So I checked it. It was really solid in mine. I'm not a grader. But here are the grader notes. Swap over to this side. Back bottom right scratch. So, apparently somewhere down here, and that reflection would probably show a scratch somewhere in the bottom right. I'm not seeing a
I think
scratch
the grader didn't cut their fingernails.
on the bottom right. I don't know. I mean, it may be real hard to see now in this case. So I actually had thought about resubmitting it somewhere else because I don't see a scratch anywhere on the bottom right. Now there is a with the if you've not seen these Cactus Jack cards, the design on them is kind of made to look like they are what's the word I'm trying to look for? A little rugged, I guess. And so there's some print, down through here. I mean, if they're calling that a scratch, that's actually in the design of the card. I mean, you can see it follows along here and here. I mean, that's part of the card design. That's not a scratch. And that's the only thing that I can see that they would be like, oh, yep, there's a scratch. Again, I'm real iffy on where there would be a scratch. Again, I think this reflection would show it somewhere because I can see every little imprint on that card. So I thought about resubmitting it. I don't know. Oh, is it that right there? Right there? Is that maybe? Maybe that's what it is. Can y'all see that on the camera? I mean, maybe that's it. But I really think that's in the plastic. But yeah. So anyway, there it is. Rox 10. It is for sale. Whether I crack it and resubmit it, then sell it, or sell it the way it is. It's a really nice card. And I don't need really nice cards, because it just makes me want other really nice cards. so, if anybody knows any rock collectors, send them my way. There, I will put this in their home gladly, because it is a beautiful card. Yeah, and I still don't see. I don't even see that spot now. Once I get the jeweler's loop down to it. I don't know. A lot of insecurities in a really small package. I mean, I do believe that too. I mean, maybe they're not a Dwayne Johnson fan. I mean, I know some people that are not Dwayne Johnson fans, so I get it. I mean, but that is really nice. It is one of the better looking Cactus Jack cards that I've had in my hands. I've not had a lot. I mean, I've hit quite a few in breaks, but that is just really nice. So there you go. We'll just leave him sitting right there for a minute. But I'd really like to. I wish in this. I wish when they sent you the scans and you asked for grader notes, it would be awesome if they like highlighted where it was at. That way, when you got the card, you'd be like, "Oh, there it is." Because again, even on the blow up here of their image that they sent, it's hard to see. I actually thought this spot, which turned out to be just a reflection, was what would get it. I was real worried that they damaged it trying to get it out of the top load, but yeah. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Let me mute the mic here. Excuse me. The pollen around here this time of year is it's deathly. Oh, it's insane. Yeah, absolutely insane. You can wash your vehicle and come out the next night and there's, that much pollen. A good fingernail length of pollen on your vehicle. It's insane the amount of pollen around this place right now. There's one week a year in the spring and 1 week in the fall that my allergies kind of go insane, and they don't really bother me any other times, or I'd take legit medicine for it. So, who we got next, Wes?
Sheamus and Asshole.
Asshole? Grayson Waller?
I call him something else.
You did call him something else. It's a kid-friendly show, Wes. We got little children watching. Sorry, somewhere down the line, hopefully.
I pronounced it wrong.
Oh, Lordy. Let's just go back to this. Ooh, I got an idea. How about let's go that one? Where's that? about we set those two down beside each other? So on this, here's your poll. Who you taking? Which one of them two cards you taking right there? Taking the super short print Hidden Gems Roman Reigns out of 10? Or are you taking the Rock Black Ray Wave PSA 9? 2 out of 10 on this one. Taking the Rock. I think I'll probably have to agree with you, Wes. I'd probably have to agree with you. They're both really nice looking cards, though. Yep, Vic Dogs with the Rock, too. I think I'm with you. Let's make it even more complicated. Who you taking now? Does that last one even qualify with the other two? I think it does. Absolutely, I think it does. Still taking the Rock. Okay. Yeah. I think I probably would. As far as my collection, I'm sticking with this one. I'm a big Stone Cold guy, but if card wise, this one probably is it. What's going on, Todd? How we doing tonight, buddy? You missed a good round of golf yesterday, Todd. You should have went with us. I think me and your dad both shot 80. I think something like that. I think we both shot 80. I think I had 2 birdies. He had 1. He's really liking that new putter he bought. He does have his new irons in too. It's going to make me buy a new set of irons, Todd, and I don't want to buy a set of irons. 78 today. Of course he did. Did he play by himself? Because that's normally when he plays really well. I'm real surprised he didn't shoot 72 if he was by himself. Oh, you and Black went with him. Okay. I don't think oh, wait. I have to wait till Wes rolls back out. We got one more card out to put with those. This is Wes's favorite card. We'll hide him up here till Wes comes back. Because these three are not even in the same. I shoot 78 on the front. Sometimes I feel like I shoot 78 on the front. Does that count? Sometimes it's a struggle out on the golf course. It is the most frustrating sport that I've ever tried to be consistently good at. And I've played for, God, how old am I? If I played for 29 years, hold up. Am I that old? No. Hang on, I'm not that old yet. Shit. I've played for 28 years, so. Here you go, Wes. I got one for you, buddy.
What's that?
You ready?
Yep.
There you go.
Let the delay happen.
Let the delay happen and you see that one.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get that at?
Pattis, you're 30 in October. I've been playing golf almost as long as you are old. I mean, that's your Norman Smiley right there that you hit, buddy.
I thought you hit that on a break. I was like, there ain't nobody got 2 of them.
And no, nobody wants 2 of the Norman Smileys either. That card will stay in my collection forever, though. Just because. The look on Wes's face when he paid $350 for that box of 3 count and hit that Norman Smiley as the best card in it. That's a rough one. That is an official dusting. Especially right at... The funny thing is so Wes hits the Norman Smiley, and he and I were going to split a box of Chrome Hobby, and he's like, nope, let's do this 3 count. So we split the box, and we hit the Norman Smiley, and I'm like, Wes, just make you... I'm going to show you how bad this box of Chrome is. So I buy the box of Chrome Hobby by myself, and the Roman Reigns 10, I hit it out of the box of Hobby that we should have bought together instead of the box of 3 count. Yeah. So
he's mean.
I didn't know that's what I was going to hit, and I sure didn't know it was going to grade a 10 because I kind of panicked and threw it down, and I'm real surprised I didn't damage it when it was kind of like the whole JML when he hit the CM Punk 101 the other night when he jumped back in his chair and yelled, oh shit. It was one of those moments. So, because I did not. What did The Rock grade? The Rock got a 9, Todd. Apparently, according to the grading notes, somewhere in this area is a scratch. And I'm not real sure where it's at. So, unless somebody buys it shortly, I probably will bust it out of this case and resubmit it. I don't know if I'll resubmit it back to PSA or not. But I've yet to see a scratch on this back corner somewhere. But I'll take it. I mean, as nice of a card as that is, it with the blackish borders around it, that's going to be a really hard card to get a high grade on, especially with this top edge and this side here. That's going to be a tough grade, no matter where you send it to. So I have to think about it real hard whether I'll bust it out of that and resubmit it maybe to SGC. Although I hate to, SGC doesn't have the greatest value. But the problem is SGC is owned by PSA now. So I don't know if eventually the pricing on the cards once they're graded will kind of catch up to PSA, or if it'll just kind of still be the lower tier like it always is. But I'm happy with it. I'll take it. I really thought it had a real shot at being a 10 though. And if it got a 9, it was close. Like I said, again, the only greater notes were this. And for a card with black edges, that's pretty solid to have that as the only note. But it's really, really nice card. Really nice card. No, it's not posted. I just opened it. I don't know, 20 minutes ago. It came in today. So I do have. I tell you, the bad thing I hate about putting stuff on eBay is the percentage that eBay takes of all of it. I'd love to find somewhere to sell higher end items like that, and the Roman, and um, I've got a Triple H to 5 at a Cactus Jack. Um, that's a few $100. I had a Penta to 5 that I hit, and shout out to Junior Goonier for taking that one. Hit me up immediately. Glad to put it in his house. Him and his daughter will love it. Told him to make sure he sends me a picture of them once they get it. So, but the fees, and I get questioned all the time on eBay if I do price my stuff a little higher, but I have offer on everything that I have too, and I'm super negotiable when I sell stuff, and I think that's part of selling anything is being negotiable, and so I get asked, for instance, the Triple H, I think I've got it like 700 right now on eBay. It's not a $700 card, but by the time you factor in the eBay and all of that, to get what I would like to get out of it, if I take a lower offer, I still have to price it high to be able to cover that. And I've, like most people, 80%. I'm good getting 80% out of a comp. I'm not. I don't have to get 100% out of everything. There's a few cards that I think would demand 100%, but you know, I'm good with 80ish or less, even sometimes, depending on who it is. And if it's a repeat buyer, I don't care a bit to take less than what I would from someone that normally doesn't buy. So the ones that really aggravate me are the folks that I don't even remember what it was now. I think I may have sold it, but it was something I had listed for $100, and this random card shop, and you could tell that's what it was by the eBay buyer name. You could tell it was a card shop, and they 4 straight times offered me $25, and I was like, "Isn't it? No, it's not $100 card. Is it an $80 to $75 card? Absolutely." So if you're going to sell it in your store for 75 to 100, why do you think I'm going to take 25 for it just because you're going to make $50 off of me? And so again, that stuff is what aggravates me. Is don't offer me 20% of what a card's worth. That's and I like the limit setting when you're trying to sell stuff on eBay, but a lot of times to me that's like a reserve. You start an auction and you set a reserve on it, people automatically think you want too much for it. So I'm not a fan of that. So I don't set the limit reserve of being a certain number, because again, if somebody makes a offer $5 less than what I've got the reserve, I may take that offer. So I keep it just straight up offers. But those 15 and 20% offers, they really bother me. It's like, because you're not going to take that for the card. Why do you think somebody else would? So I'd really like to find somewhere to sell higher end stuff. I mean, not super high dollar stuff, but stuff that is worth a little more, because you take your 80%, eBay gets their 15%. You're down to $65 out of that $100 card. So, but so I don't know. I understand business, but there's just some people I've irk me with their business ways. So that's my soapbox. I'll hop off now. That's kind of my soapbox. So as bad as I hate to, I don't see anything moving super fast on these. I did put them up late, so you know that's probably on me. I should have put them up a little sooner to get some more traction on them. Um, I'll reach out to a few people and see if I can't get some spots sold and get them moving. But um, I think I'm gonna have to push this one to next week. Um, Pat and Tiki and RGL and anybody that's bought some spots. Fillers are fools. I apologize. I really hate rolling stuff over. I really hate holding people's money. But I think I'm gonna roll these over to next week and give them a little bit. May even throw a little discount in, and for the folks that's already bought, I'll throw you something extra. If it comes to that, I don't think it'll come to that. I think they'll fill before next week. But I think I'm gonna roll them over and hang out with Wes for a little bit and watch a little Monday Night Raw. And I appreciate everybody that stopped in for stopping in and just kind of hanging out and chatting with us. And we'll do some more sports talk next week, and hopefully we'll get some cards flying in the air and get ripping some packs. So everybody enjoy your Monday night. Again, thank you for stopping by and hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Appreciate it, guys.
See you guys.
See you, everybody.